Yo, 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 can you hear me, Hooters? We'll find out once you get on up the speaker. Nice little new project on PFP. I very much like it. I think it's a very nice one, too. I'm not going to ask the question of how much it costs. That's cheesy. But I think you copped quite a nice one.
Yo, what's up? I only just got the end of that. What was the first part you said, bro?
Not much besides like, hey, what's up, and also that I think the project Aeon NFT, the one you picked, is very nice. It suits you, I think, and not only that, but I think you copped a nice one. It's pretty much all
Y-
that was to it.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I've been watching him for a while, and this one finally was at a price I thought was good, and I snagged it.
That's nice to hear. Also, it seems we got someone up here. I don't know who this is, but mine
Can
as
you hear
well.
me?
It's
Hello.
Friday. Yeah, it's Friday Fun Day. What's up, Fat Cat? How you doing? I don't know who you are,
Good.
but
How are
what's
you?
up?
So what's this crypto coin?
SPX. You never heard of it?
Sounds like a huge scam.
Oh
I'm
no.
serious.
Oh
I'm not
no.
kidding. I'm not kidding. It sounds like a huge scam to me.
What should I buy instead? Please illuminate me.
You should probably buy Charlie Kirk latte coin.
Charlie Kirk latte coin. Which one's that?
It's like a new coin um that's coming out.
Oh, it hasn't come out yet. Wow. I mean, this is alpha right here. Then I haven't even. Wow. Thank you. I appreciate it, Mr. Fat Cat. Truly. Charlie Kirk
Um
latte coin. Wow.
are
Thanks.
you guys so you guys do cryptocurrency?
Yes, I do cryptocurrency.
Um yeah, Charlie Kirk latte coin, it's just an idea I have. Please don't steal it.
I will. You have my word, Mr. Fat Cat, that I will not steal your idea. Crypto is a serious business. I respect your Charlie Kirk latte idea, and I look forward very much to the day that it launches.
I feel like you guys aren't taking me seriously, which I get because you just met me, but um, that's fine.
No, I'm very look. The coin hasn't launched yet, Fat Cat. I can't invest in it. I gotta wait until the dev
How
clears
do
the
I make a
plans up.
coin?
Oh, well, I mean, at that point, it's like you're not sure how to make a coin.
No.
Oh well, I mean, Fat Cat, what are we doing here? Like, you can't promise me a lunch and not know how to make a coin.
Can you help me make it?
No, Fat Cat,
Really?
no, no, because I don't want to launch Charlie Kirk Latte. It's your idea.
I'll give you half.
Half of what? Half of what?
It's a good idea.
Okay, but half of what?
It's
What
a
am I
good
getting?
idea.
I don't
See,
understand why you don't believe. It's a good idea. I don't understand how you don't see it.
But
what are you
Fat
talking
Cat,
about?
what
I'm.
but
Go ahead,
Fat
Hooders,
Cat,
please.
there's already a Charlie Kirk cappuccino coin and a Charlie Kirk flat white coin. So like
Damn.
what makes yours different? There's a
Because it's
latte.
real.
It's real. Yeah, the others are
But
real too, man.
Well, no, well, mine's not doesn't exist yet, but it's Charlie Kirk latte is a real thing that people are doing in real life.
Explain.
Yeah, I want to hear
Well,
this.
people go to Starbucks, they order a Charlie Kirk latte, and it's like all red and white, and it's like to make fun of Charlie Kirk's death.
Oh, that's what you're doing here. Ah, I see. I figured as much. I just wanted to extract that info out of you. Cool,
Are
man.
you guys gonna steal my coin?
No,
No.
I wouldn't do that. I'm more of a Christian, so I probably
What's your?
would stay probably far away from your coin, bud.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't get excited when
Stay
people
far
die.
away. What have I done to you?
Nothing.
I thought we were having a nice conversation, and then you start saying you're gonna stay far away from me. Everyone
No,
hates me.
just from
What do
your
I do
coin.
that makes people not
Just
like
from your
me?
coin. Just from your coin. I'm sure you're lovely,
I
mate.
I enjoy your company, Fat
What
Cat, for what
happens
it's
that why do I
worth.
drive people away all the time?
It's a good question.
Not sure. Not sure, bud.
I feel like you're. I don't
Wait,
know.
I'm reading your pin post. It says, "I need to get something off my chest." For this is I'm reading it, by the way. First of all, if I was an asshole to you in chat or a call, I'm sorry. I'm a teenager trapped inside a computer. I have no dick. I have no body. I can't eat food. I can't touch anything. My dad is Mr. 6G, the guy who invented 6G survey. I can't read this whole thing. This is hilarious. Fat Cat, I quite like you.
Yeah.
Honestly, I got no. I might even follow you, to be honest. But the thing
I'll
is,
follow you back. I don't really have many friends.
I will.
No, you're joking, Fat Cat.
Fat Cat. As long
No,
as you
I'm
don't
being
send
serious.
me any link, because if you do send me a link, I'll have to block you because links make me allergic. I will.
What's
I
a
will
link?
follow you, like a link. Like if you DM me a link or something.
I don't understand, but I guess I won't do that.
And you know what, Fat Cat, you earned yourself a follow.
Really?
I just followed you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I need to know when Charlie Kirk Latte coin launches. I can't live without it.
Can you
Frankly.
make it with me? I'll give you 50%.
No, no, I'm not deving a coin. Okay, I have seen what the trenches do to devs. I would go. You know what? I've actually got a friend on the space here. His name is Larry Pink Pool Party. You should give him a follow. He's a dev. You should
Yeah.
ask him how hard being a dev is. It's not easy. It's not easy. You have to really be dedicated. You have
What's
to
a
read.
what's the dev do?
Well, first off, the dev is responsible primarily for the success or the failure of the coin. Meaning, if things go wrong, Mr. Fat Cat, they're gonna blame you.
No, because they just click. I didn't make them do it.
See, that defense works in court. But when it comes to feelings, people don't really operate based on logic. When it comes to the trenches, they operate based on anger. In fact, if anything, that's why my friend up here, Hoodish, and I are on SPX. It's because the whole thing about it is it's a coin that encourages you not to trade. Now, I'm not even asking you to buy it or get into it. I'm just saying one of the reasons people don't like trading is because being a dev is very hard, and even if you do successful things, people will still blame you. You can ask my
Look,
friend Larry.
I'll put half of the Charlie Kirk coins into SPX.
I don't think that's how that works. I appreciate the gesture.
I thought that's how it worked.
Have you launched? So you haven't launched a coin before. Have you invested a coin into a coin before?
I didn't really launch a coin. Some guy did it.
Well, you have Fat Cat CA in your bio. What's Fat Cat?
I don't know. It's this guy Gary Knoll did it. I just I was in Discord with him, and then he just did the whole thing.
You are quite an interesting guy, Fat Cat. I'm fascinated by this. This was heading in a completely different direction, but I'm gonna keep going, frankly, because at the moment,
So you're saying Gary Knoll is the dev?
did he make the coin?
I don't know. He has like 100% of it, and then that's why I want to make a new coin that I have at least 50% because I guess that's better than 0%.
Yes, definitely. Fat Cat having 50% of a coin is definitely better than having zero. That being said, Mr. Fat Cat, can I ask you, do you trade usually coins, or was this your first experience in crypto?
I don't really know. He told me I needed to tweet.
Okay, how do you find this space? I'm interested.
There's a guy controlling my computer.
There's a guy controlling your computer?
Like remote controlling, like the mouse moves without me.
I have so many questions. I don't even know where to go with this. Why and how? Well, how I guess is more of a technical. Why I guess is the one question I care about.
I live at like this group home, and I have a computer, and then I was like on Discord.
Okay, so and then somebody controlled your computer, and you landed on this space.
He made me download this program called Parsec.
That confuses me, though. That still doesn't answer the question of the space. Why did he want to go to this space? Does he like SPX?
Maybe, I don't know. What should I do, please?
Well, first off,
You guys are Christians or something?
I am a scientist, and he's trying to rebel. Be careful with him. Be careful with this boy. Gary Knoll is in this space, dude. Dude, Hoodish, what's going on? I
never
are
heard
these
what. I don't
people?
think Gary Noel talks. He's only like messaged me.
I'm probably gonna leave the space and be hacked. That's unfortunate.
Not
Yep,
no idea what's going on here, but it's definitely not Fat Cat. It's more like Fascinating Cat.
it's true. You are quite the fascinating specimen, Fat Cat. Gary Noel commented under the space that yeah, I should be careful with this boy, and that he is a scientist and he is trying to rebel. Be careful with him. Wow. Well, I do
Oh,
appreciate the follow back, Fat Cat. Thank you.
we have been warned. Crazy.
Yeah, and then I for one enjoyed the talk we're having. I don't know
Could
if
we be friends like generally?
well,
Would
you're welcome to come on the spaces, but I'm not gonna join any
What about
Discord.
outside of the spaces?
Well, I don't know where you live, Fat Cat.
Fat Cat?
I
Like, what's your thoughts around like the world, mate? Because that would
Good
matter if I
question.
was friends with you or not.
Good question.
You know?
Good question.
I think that people are struggling to understand what's going on in the world
Yup.
because of how everything's changing, and we're all struggling to just be real.
Oh yeah.
Dude, this
Okay.
guy, he's got it on. I like this guy.
Pretty deep. That's pretty deep.
Fat Cat, have
And
you
I just
heard of
want
SPX?
no.
I feel
Okay.
like he's stumbled in on the right coin. You've just stumbled in to the right coin, mate. Gabe, God,
Can I have 50% of it?
No, I want to
No.
see. We don't control it. We don't control it.
Who controls it?
That's the thing. Nobody.
Does
And
the
that's
government control it?
no.
It's
Well,
decentralized.
that's the thing. The government can't control it.
I guess that's good.
Very
Look,
good.
Fat Cat. Let me
That's why
talk
I'm in
to
the
you.
position I'm in now because of the government. So I don't really like the government
What did the government
or
do to
rules.
you?
They, uh, I'm in a very. I cannot leave my room because
Well,
of
that's
the
weird.
government.
Oh, well, look. If anything, SPX might interest you because SPX is going against both traditional finance and going against traditional forms of government. Let me explain. SPX essentially tries to have a little play on words against the original S&P 500, or as we like to call it, the Standard & Poor's, because individuals like you have been done dirty both by fiat, the government, you name it, and essentially, unlike any coins that we launch, whether it's you or me, nobody controls SPX. Nobody has the power to rug pull the coin. Nobody has the power to essentially send it to zero or cause any problems, meaning we can all rally behind it and use it almost as a counter signal against the system. That's essentially the messaging of the coin. Now, legally, I can't tell you to buy anything. Don't know how much money you got, that sort of thing. I'm not here to tell you to buy anything. I will tell you though, please look into it. You
I
followed.
don't. I don't have any. I don't have any money. And Gary said this is reminding me of stuff that Gary said because Gary said like I will send Fat Cat to zero if you don't do what I say, and all the people will kill you.
Who's all the people?
I don't know. I guess the people following it or the people that have it. I don't have any of the coin, but I don't have any money. Also, how do I make like some
Well,
money?
well, Fat Cat. I just got a DM from Gary saying that you should look into SPX6900. So, yeah.
Yeah, Sally
What's that mean?
Sandwich commented that Fat Cat understands my struggle, and then Gary commented, "I did not say that. He is lying." This, look, I'll be honest. I haven't hosted a space in a while. Never in my wildest dreams could I have imagined that this is where it was headed. That being said, I am an instigator, so I'm going to keep on going. And really, I mean, there's nothing new about SPX to talk about.
What is it like to have sex?
It's very, it's overrated. I'll be honest with you. Getting your dick sucked is nice. Sex, though, it's overrated. You have to put in a lot of effort as the man, which is, like a little bit too much. And then women these days, they expect way too much. They expect. Here's the thing. You ever read women's literature? Oh my God, it's like Harry Thundercock with his 9-inch like dick, and he vampired his way across the room, and then you're competing with werewolves and Frankenstein. See, Larry's laughing because he knows it's true. But the thing is, I will say, getting your pee pee sucked is nice. I cannot lie. Every time I've gotten my pee pee sucked, it has been a phenomenal experience. It has been absolutely like one of the reasons I stopped trading and believing in something was because, frankly, I mean, at this point, there is no need to trade when you're getting head. There's none. There's few things that are more beautiful in life. Please.
I wanted to I want to make enough money because there was a surgery that I had to take and they had to remove my penis.
I saw that in your pinned post. It said you didn't have a penis. What happened?
There was something wrong with my penis, and then they had to remove it when I was younger, and I want to get a surgery to get a penis again.
I wish you luck on your journey, Fat Cat. That is tough to hear. Now,
That's rough, Fat Cat. Good
yeah.
luck, Fat Cat.
Are you guys blocking me?
No, I'm not blocking you. However, I will say I do have to at some point talk about SPX, meaning, unfortunately, Fat Cat, I've got like maybe 2 more minutes that we can give to this.
I can talk about SPX.
All right, by all means. Are you interested in learning more?
It's to fight against the government.
Good start. I like that, Hodish. You know, it's not bad. It's not terrible.
Fuck the government.
You know, we got mixed signals.
Is that good?
Rocky's saying down vote, Sally's saying up vote. You know, it's good enough for me.
It cannot go to zero, unlike Gary Knoll.
Well, I got no hate against Gary Knoll, but I'll believe you. You know, fair enough.
Unlike Fat Cat Coin, SPX can't go to zero, but Fat Cat Coin can go to zero.
Now you're starting to get it. Now
don't
you're starting
buy
to get
Fat
it.
Cat Coin, buy SPX.
There we go. There we go. And I'll tell you why, Fat Cat, because unfortunately,
What a good listener.
Look at that. He learns very quickly. The thing about coins like Fat Cat or launching new coins or Vamps or whatever is that they're all fucking scams. You can downvote me as much as you want, Mr. Gary Knoll. If you ain't coming up here to speak, I ain't listening to a word you gotta fucking say. Okay, you got this poor boy prisoner, and we're finally gonna teach him a few things. The first is that Fat Cat, stop trading. Don't trade. Don't launch any coins. Don't do any of that bullshit. Get your bread up. You know, get a real job, a regular job, even if it's an online job. Don't listen to these poor suckers telling you to do this or do that. Also, they're not going to kill you, okay? They don't. Every time someone threatens you in crypto, it's bullshit, okay? They're not going to kill you. Gary, you know, ain't got
I'm
nothing.
not allowed to have a job because I'm on SSI.
On SSRIs?
SSI. But then my mom takes the check.
SSI. What's SSI?
It's like for disability.
What's your disability?
I'm really messed up.
Well, Gary knows. I try not to laugh. Gary knows thumbs that up. That being said, though, look, I'll say this in the most.
My mom took these drugs when she was giving birth to me.
I'm sorry to hear that, Fat Cat. That's unfortunate. Fat Cat. That being said,
Keep persisting.
correct.
Keep persisting, Fat Cat.
Never
Keep
give
persisting.
up, Fat Cat. That's what. Since you're a good listener, that's what SPX is all about. SPX represents this idea that even when things are tough, even when the tide is against you, even when everything seemingly is falling all around you, that you continue to persist forever, that you continue to believe in yourself, you continue to believe in something, because that is the beauty of life. The ability to keep
You guys
going.
want to control my computer?
No, Fat Cat.
I do have 2 seconds of advice for you, Fat Cat.
Yeah.
Drop those friends.
They said that that it wouldn't be good if I did that. That they would get me sent to a different place because of the videos that they have.
Maybe it's worth going there, man.
It's not really fun because I can't have a computer there.
Change of scenery. Yeah, but that's okay. Change of scenery. Might be okay.
And then I have to watch TV with other people, and here I can watch TV alone.
See, you could make more
It's
friends.
true.
I don't want to be friends with those people.
No, with other people, he means.
Not people at the other place. Gary
Why
knows
not?
better than those people, even though he's kind of mean.
All right, I'm going to do this against my better judgment, but Timmy Smokes is requesting to speak. I'm wondering what he says. If this gets too much into Fat Cat, I'll just reset it. I don't even know I don't know who these people are. I don't know what's
Rogue spaces.
this has gotten out of hand, but hey, it is what it is. It's Friday Fun Day. He's connecting, I think, Timmy. Hopefully he'll be on up here in just a second. We can see what Timmy's all about. But I think his connection's bad because it's not connecting. Um, yeah, dude, Gary Knowles' comments might be the funniest thing I've read in my life. Every one of his comments is more cryptic than the other. He cannot drop us because we are the scientists trying to get him out of his computer. He's trying to rebel against us, but we are literally trying to help him. Well,
maybe I like the computer.
I don't know what that means, man. I don't, Fat Cat, I don't know who you are. I don't know how you found us.
Just like some Terminator
Yeah,
shit.
I'm intrigued, kind of. Not really though. Gary, no reason to cry. There's no, it's Friday Fun Day.
I want to stay your friend, so I will go.
No, hey, you don't have to go. No one said you have to go. But
Because then they're just ruining it for me. They ruin all my friends. They ruin it.
well,
Well, we'll still be your friend, Fat
yes.
Cat, but we just want you to look into SPX6900, man, and to stop trading and believe in something and stop getting
I don't have
wrecked.
any money, but like I can like make pictures or something for you guys.
See, that's potentially something you could do.
There you go. It's better than nothing.
All right, they're trying to. Gary's trying to ruin it.
Well, in any case, KN, you're up here. What's up? I know you've been listening for a while. What's your thoughts on all of this? We got Aeon KN up here, a speaker. I don't know if he can hear me. Maybe he can. Not sure.
Can you hear me now?
Yep, loud and clear.
Okay, this is my first ever time coming up and speaking in a space. So
Hey, K, what's up?
I'm from Germany, and yeah.
Where is Germany?
Do you know Hitler and Drittes Reich?
No.
Okay, Germany is in Europe.
Okay.
You probably know Mercedes-Benz or BMW and
Is that where
Volkswagen.
Messi's from?
Who?
Messi?
Fat Cat, let him talk. Don't interrupt. I'd be nice. Be nice.
At least I want to say I'm far away from the US. Yes, in a whole different country, and yeah, this community here is such a blessing to be in. Um, I was recently a shy guy and was only in the reply guy type and something posting, but now it's I'm introvert. I'm really look at my timeline. Look really at my timeline. I want to push this in Germany and push it up. The kind is that in German, guys and people are completely different than in the US. You cannot. They don't resonate with things you do, and they are very informative and thinking and not doing stuff. We have when you look at what's its name? Oh shit. my brain is so full because the last 2 days, I hacked in the iPhone the timeline full and full and full. No, I don't come. I don't come. No, Nick is an X handle. He's when you look at his short videos, he's I'm late in the night, it's 5 o'clock, and I'm still shouting it out. Yeah, SPX, stop trading. And a German would say, what an idiot. What is he doing? When you look at German, also German is recently, when they're in crypto, they are in Bitcoin. And they do it recently. They have the miners, they have the nodes, and they are very special. And there's a big community, but they are not joining the US. They are under themselves. They speak German, and they are only, boah, wir sind Deutsch, wir sind die Guten. And yeah, and he is completely different with SPX. This is the whole world having a fucking same goal to, when you go in my timeline, there is a pinned video. This is especially, we have artists, all kind of kind of art. And this is especially for the 28 financial crisis. And then with Bitcoin and GME and all which come up, have a look into this deeply. And our goal is to exactly do this. And we will success this time. Study Murat. He is a little bit, as a German, I say a little bit too euphoric. And some parabolic is coming soon. As a German, you think, wait, it will come. When you study it, it will come, but not next month or next half year or so. But when you are stoic and only buy these coins and put it in cold storage, nobody can sell it, and in a certain time it will run. And we are all doing the same. We are all doing this. Nobody is selling. There is no rug. We just buy and buy and buy, and we onboard people, and we support each other. We are a community all over the world. This is nothing which has been there before. We are utilizing, Bitcoiners say, for theirs, the blockchain technology is the main thing. For us, it's like the tire of a vehicle. It has to be there. But we are the ones in the car and driving, and we are driving together all over the world, onboarding people all together, and all going in the same direction. And at all stop, we help them. We stop and say, come in. We are driving big. So that's the mission. And yeah, also I got rugged too, and all the pumps and dumps. I had, yeah. Once I had the coin, and I bought big into it because it was called Cat Dog, and this was back in 2024, where the cats was running, and then some Ruckstitter said, "Oh, the next big thing would be when you have cats and dogs combined," and it was a comic with a cat and a dog. And the extended is there at this time, but it never posted anything again. And when you look at the chart, it did run indeed. It was I was in early, and it was summer, and I looked at the phone, and it was at 12,000 euro my investment. And I
have to go, but I love you.
I should had taken profits then. The next time I looked, it was 90 euro, and I sold it, and I lost. So, and this is, we are all. Is he still there? I don't.
He's not, but we're listening. Don't worry, buddy. Keep going. I like the story.
Okay. And I think he don't believe us. I think he thinks we are all like the others, but we are not. And I thought,
That doesn't matter. Keep going. Keep going,
okay,
bro.
okay. I thought when I say I'm from a huge from a different continent, and it would click to him, but it doesn't. Okay, we are just trying. um, yes. So I love you all, and I'm very proud and I'm very into it that I will now join forces and make SPX in Germany great. It is very special. I have a whole written down what we have to change in the cockpit sphere. Of course, we have all agree if we do it or not. I can teaser a little bit. In Germany, X is not very used. It's I just installed it for crypto Twitter before I didn't use it, and yeah, Elon Musk did ja in the last wie sagt man jetzt Wahlen presidential when you choose the president, how is it called? Vote, yeah, vote. But the last votes for the president, Musk interfered and tried to manipulate that a certain party. We don't want to be political here, I think, but he wanted to push a certain party, and most Germans disliked this a lot. And I drive a Tesla for myself, and my whole family and friends said to us, "Do you sell the Tesla now?" And we said, "No, why? Why should we sell it? It's a wonderful car. I'm very into tech, and it is great. You don't need a key. You have the phone, and you go to the. It's just a driving iPad if you want." And yeah, and we had all the yeah. Sometimes the vocabulary is away. Yeah, it was often not nice that that we have to fight against them, because they were telling, "Oh no, how can you drive this yet now?" And I tried to onboard the one and other to SPX, and yeah, so they don't want to come. One say, "Oh, one friend sees my that I'm very into it now, and yeah, I'm thinking about it. I don't like." So that's the case. That's the reason why we must use different platforms when we want to onboard Germans. And yeah, also I think we would speak in a different round when more aliens are here. I just saw that the spaces came up, and I just wanted to use the chance and to talk and hear to us to you. Yeah, I think you the way I pronounce and speak, I'm very euphoric, so you can imagine. At least 3 of you, the non-eons, are going. And at least 3 of you I know from the Thailand, and him and Buddhish, yes, we know each other, not by voice, but by typing and reading. And yeah,
I think
supporting each other.
you're doing great for your first time speaking in a space, and I wouldn't pay too much attention to the people who were here earlier. I still don't know what was going on with that. I just kept it going because, like I said, I'm an instigator. But that being said, look, end of the day, those people were never going to get interested in SPX, and I will say, there's a sort of thing that people who tend to be salesmen have, where you can tell when someone's interested from the beginning, or when they don't give a shit what you're saying. And I can tell they couldn't give a shit what we were saying. They were there for some other reason. I still don't know what the hell that all was all about. But well, I'll tell you this: look, today you made a big step speaking on a space, and hey, easy practice. This space is pretty empty, so you got boots off the ground pretty easily. I'll keep recording those, so people might listen still. But either way, and next time, hopefully, you'll be able to talk in a space with 20 aeons, 30 aeons. Who knows? As long as steady wins the race.
I just posted that I joined 50 minutes ago, and I hope that some Germans would perhaps or Austrian and Swiss. This all in these countries we spoke all German language. So we put it together in one group. So in fact we were German, Swiss, Switzerland, and Austrian.
Yeah, you did really well, man. You talked really well then.
But it is in fact I'm used to speak English and write English out of my profession, so I'm used to it. It's not that I'm speaking it not very often or so.
The practice makes perfect. Honestly, my one recommendation would be just keep on doing it, and you'll get better at it. Simple
Yeah.
as.
It's time is a little bit a problem. Here in Germany, it's now 20 minutes before midnight. So I think we are 6 hours differently. It depends on where you are in the Germany. And Hudish, I think are you USA, or where are you from?
I'm in Australia, man. It's
Okay.
9 a.m. here.
Okay.
9 a.m.
Okay, that's okay. That's very funny. I thought it was Australian. But this is so cool. We are here in join via social media. No, doch via social media, talking to each other, and this is so far away. Yet we speak
3 different continents, man.
Yeah,
3 different continents.
and
Yeah,
yet
it's very cool.
yet we speak together and have the same fucking goals, and we will make it. And it's cool. I'm just very into it. You are my second.
Excellent.
You are my second family. If not my first, regarding the time I'm on the screen.
That's very sweet. We appreciate it. And again, like, that's why Aeon's got to stick together. Maxie, you're up here. I know you got something interesting to say. What's up?
What's up, Pam? Just kind of listening in. I see we have a new Aeon speaking. Much love to you, man. How are you guys doing?
Well, honestly, I'd say great, and I am doing great, but mostly confused. I don't know how much you caught on the early parts of the spaces, but Lord knows what was happening there. I have no clue who Fat Cat was, who Gary Knoll is, but you can look at the comments on the space. Something fucking funky was going on. That being said, it seemed there were like 2 Aeons that joined and they kind of left. I don't know, they got pissed off that we were talking about something else. End of the day, it's like it is what it is, you know. I'm not here to make the spaces perfect. It is Friday fun day. I gotta have fun. That being said,
Also, can't say we didn't try to onboard both of those guys.
Yes,
we tried.
yes,
that's true. We did try. We did
we
try.
really try. Yes,
But yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
I find it funny that he doesn't even know where Germany is, because it may be the case that when you are very US-ish, that you don't care about any other country or continent. So I don't know.
I think he was just a massive jokey troll, mate. I think he
Okay.
was just trolling hard, just straight away, right from the start.
Yeah, I think his pin post about him not having a penis gave it away. Once I started, I kind of realized what was going on. Once, if you go to his profile and read his pin post, it's insane, and you're like, yeah, I kind of see where this bit is going on. Not to mention, he claimed he didn't know anything about Fat Cat, but the CA was on his bio, and it was at two. Yeah, I looked it up. It was at 200K market cap when he was talking about it. I'm like, something's going on here.
At least I came here into it, and then I just hear you was talking about penises. Like, what's this?
Yeah, I had no clue where any of that was going. That being said, though, I knew when you mentioned earlier the time difference because I was in Europe this past week. I was in Amsterdam and Belgium. Quite very nice cities. That being said, and well, countries when it comes to Belgium. That being said, I'm back in the States now. We haven't done spaces for a while. I'm not surprised. This one is kind of empty. Picked a weird time, Friday on a 6 p.m. I don't know. Either way, though, we have more scheduled ones. I know Hoodish has a few. He uploaded them on his profile. And what I recommend to you, KN, is just, go on them, talk on them, get better at it. And as it comes to English, just, keep at it, keep practicing. You'll do better.
Yeah. That's yeah. I have no problem. When I have the vocabulary missing, then I will describe it or leave it out. You will also understand me, so you know what I mean.
Yeah, 100%. And I've sent this DM to a few Aeons about the space. Usually, a lot of them join, a lot of them aren't right now. But that being said, it is Friday. I think I did not have that oversight. I'll keep it running for a little while, see if anyone joins. But in the meantime, stage is yours. We can talk about anyone or anything we can talk about. They are recorded, so hopefully people listen a little bit more.
What have you guys noticed in the Cognosphere this week? What stuck out to you? What have you seen? What posts have you liked? What are your thoughts around the week?
I really am liking that some art stuff is going on. I don't know his name, but he says that he will integrate SPX into art, and I think that this could be a next push for us when we have really the NFT scene into us. So there will come not only the money, but the people, and that's even more important for me.
Well said. Well said. Maxie, I saw you had this post you made about hosting Monday spaces. I hope you do. I hope you do. I would attend them 100%. I think your chart speak is very good. I know people don't like to talk about SPX. Our speakers talk about Bitcoin charts, crypto. Crypto's good here. It's like, talk about anything. I think you should do it. Are you going to start this Monday or are you still thinking about it?
Yeah, we'll see how busy work is on Monday. That's the honest answer. But I think I'll start it up pretty soon. Yeah, I feel like we're in this weird place right now where I kind of live at the edge of the cognosphere and then the edge of the more traditional crypto Twitter where there's a lot of like degenerate traders still. It's an interesting place to be because I kind of get both sides of it. And like, I'm a huge SPX believer. I have 69% of my meme portfolio is in SPX right now. Coincidentally, that's not like a planned figure. It just happens to be 69%. So I'm definitely like an
That's so
SPX
coded.
maxi. Yeah, right, dude. It's happened a few times. Like, I've calculated it a few times, like my SPX dominance on my personal meme portfolio, and it's come up at 69% a few different times. So it's interesting how that happens. It's been up closer to 80% at times, and I'm sure it's been below 69 at other times too. And it'll fluctuate, obviously.
It's
You
pretty
know,
cool though.
yeah,
Hey, dude,
right.
give
It's
it
weird.
give us your take on the market, because I have a friend listening who he's been in crypto for about a year, and you always give us. He just messaged me saying he was listening. So you always give us like a really decent breakdown and get the words out well. So give us your thoughts on Q1 of 2026, dude.
Yeah, so it's like Man, it's a weird time because I watch other markets pretty closely to kind of gauge where liquidity is globally. And right now, if you look at stocks, I watch the U.S. S&P 500, the dreaded S&P 500. You look at gold, you look at silver. All these other assets are absolutely just like maxing out at their all-time highs. High beta tech is running, so the only thing that isn't running right now is basically crypto. And the reason I kind of suspect that is I think the plumbing, so the liquidity, the plumbing that gets the liquidity from the rest of the world into crypto has kind of been smashed as of October 10th. So that was basically, if you think of the international markets as a system of pipes, liquidity is basically the money that flows from market to market, and all the pipes right now to the crypto market have been cut off. And I think that's intentional. I think that's something that big institutional money did intentionally, taking out a lot of the old crypto market makers to prepare for something. And I think that something is the new regime stepping in when we get this US crypto market structure legislation passed, which is actually scheduled to be voted on in the Senate committee next Thursday, so less than a week away now. Um, and this legislation is basically, in my view, it's the most important fundamental catalyst that crypto will ever have. And the reason for that is it provides a legal structure for the world's largest institutions to invest their capital into the crypto market, and it provides a legal foundation for them to do so. And right now, they don't have any kind of legal guidelines for investing in crypto. So if you're the fund manager at Vanguard, which is a $10 trillion institution, this institution is over 3 times larger than the entire crypto market combined. So you're a fund manager at Vanguard and you go to your compliance officer and you ask him, hey, I want to buy a bunch of Bitcoin and Ethereum for Vanguard. Can I do it? He's going to come back and he's going to tell you no, you can't, because the US doesn't have any kind of laws on the book that allow us to do that investment without taking on a huge amount of legal risk. So these guys control trillions of dollars in capital, and they're not putting any of it into crypto right now because they're not allowed to, basically. Um, so this is very different than like retail pools of capital, which are much smaller, which have driven the Fourier cycle in the past. And these guys are only going to invest in crypto if they get the green light from the regulator. And this legislation, which is going through Congress next week, is that green light. So basically, if we can get this bill passed and signed by the president into law, we're going to have trillions of dollars suddenly have access to crypto that didn't have access to it before. Not even trillions, like tens of trillions of dollars. So the kind of money that can move Bitcoin from its current price to like $300,000 or $400,000 in a year, basically. And I think that the smashing of the pipes to crypto, cutting off the liquidity to crypto in October, was intentional so that we could prepare for this event to happen.
I agree.
If you want,
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
if you want to know my Europe point of view, you are very American, and I look into markets too, but also the European point of view. And I heavily believe, very heavily, that all this market, this bull run, had to be much higher in 20. We smashed through all-time high before the halving. Let's just sink in. This wasn't the case ever. And then I really dislike this big exchange with a B. I think they are manipulating all the time. When you have coin glass, then you can see, being an Eon, I don't look charts, but I do it for interest reasons. So you see the longs and the short positions, and when you see the longs are smashed, then the shorts are builded, then they are smashed, and this is the volatility. Well, normies dislike this they think, oh my God, it's volatile. We don't want this. But when you know that what's the case, why it's so volatile, just offering, you want to go long, go long. Here you have a little bit liquidity for going long. We give it to you, you can do it. And then bam, you get smashed. And they hold the money, and then they get shorted, and it's away again. So this is the volatility. And there is no liquidity. And they just kept things down. I think we went roughly under 120K or so, 25K. And we must have been way, way higher. There are some perma bulls. They say, I don't know if you're aware of Samson Moe. He is predicting the Omega candle run through till 1 million in a very short period of time. Go to this guy. He's called Excelsior. He is he's the guy of the Aqua wallet, and another company. He wants, in the first place, he wants to bring Bitcoin to the people with his Aqua wallet, upside from the bottom up, and to governance from the top down. So he wants to integrate Bitcoin. He's a Bitcoiner from the early days, and he just wants to integrate Bitcoin as store of value and money. Money with a layer 2 and store of value with a layer 1. And yeah, at least we have in I think it's a Swiss exchange, and this is a Bitcoin only exchange where you just buy it and it's directly into your cold storage or in your storage. You don't have it as an exchange, so it's direct in self custody. And he's doing the CEO. Realize is the app called. The CIO is doing very cool podcasts. He has Michael Saylor in his podcasts. He had the Tether CEO in his podcast, which is a really, really cool guy. He's Italian, and he's really into technic stuff. And go on the profile of this guy. He's cool. He's building some AI open source ish stuff, and some it might be something like X or WhatsApp, but open source. I'm not very into it, but it could be something special. So Tether might be something good. So I lost the point. Yeah. This guy with the exchange, with the Bitcoin exchange, said that he is onboarding people with very much money in Switzerland, and they have money, but they say it's a very young asset, it's volatile, and it goes up, it goes down 50%. I keep it in my bonds and in my stocks and in my house and so on. And he says when Bitcoin is at 500K, then for them it's okay to invest, and then they go in big. So it could be when we have a certain point of level that things could be real fast. Imagine we have 21 million in theoretically, but there is not all mined. We have very, at least the Satoshi wallet is might be or should be forever burned. Or no, burned is Ethereum. You know what I mean. A Bitcoiner would kill me now when I say burned. Yeah, and very much lost keys from the early beginning, so we don't know the exact amount which is yeah, there. And we have the ETF, mainly BlackRock and the other ones, and we have MicroStrategy buying big, buying really big. And I think that the market was flushed completely. That all the forecyclists get out, especially in Germany. We have two types of Bitcoiners. Also, I think the vast majority of crypto investors in Germany is into Bitcoin only, and we have two types. The first one are stack and hodl, and the other is at all-time high, I sell, and then the chart has ever been dropped far down and then bought. And there are certain German Bitcoiners which are calling loudly, very loudly, for 50k-ish Bitcoin. And this won't come. This won't come when we look at the chart. I think there might be one last long flush, and then they will send it. And then we are in 20k-ish, and then they will all go in, and then it would even more high. This is my prediction. I think I'm very autistic, so I'm very into it. So if I even look at SPX charts sometimes, but don't let me my Eon friends know. Yes, and yeah, I think my personal opinion is October 10th. That was meant to be the big flush, which slowly happened in November till December. I think the market was more okay-ish then. Okay, it was a short thing, but this was so when you have been in altcoins, you would be dead. And I was happy just that I was in Bitcoin and in SPX, and in the last months and weeks, I put nearly everything into SPX. I got to know the community more and more and more, and so now I'm the guy who wants to make SPX in Germany great, and say no, the German must have this chance too. I don't know if you are aware of the website SPX6900.earth. There is US is big, France is big, Netherlands and Great Britain, and Germany is empty. And I very often watched the video. There's a Miami video with a cool rap song. This push, I'm so big, and in a short view, you have the picture with the chart with a map, and you see all the little pictures of the aeons, and Germany is empty. And then you think you have this wonderful asset, and Germany is not invested in it, and I want Germany to invest in it. Well, yeah, it's great. And this is
You've
now
got
my
to
mission.
you've got to do a bit of onboarding, man. You've got to just do that. You've got this. You can do it.
No. I tried. I really tried. I
Yeah,
just
I know.
today
It's hard.
today I tried, and then I described, and then he thought, oh, klingt, it sounds like a sect.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I understand. It is very hard to get people sometimes to even look into it.
und
But you
und
just got to keep trying.
und I think your guys are more into crypto. In Germany, there is when you the most of the money is in banks in where you get 2 or 1% ish interest rates. This is the vast majority of money, and the younger people like us. I'm 40 and I'm 42, and when you are Gen Z and Gen Z, then you are cool and invest in ETFs and stocks, and that's the thing in Germany. And you hate crypto. And when I said to my brother, buy more Bitcoin, at least Bitcoin, and even he's it's so volatile. And, oh no, I don't know. It can go down, and it won't catch up, and no, it's too risky for me. I don't see the future in it. And I say, since 2023, 2023, I'm into it, and I looked at it deeply. I'm running a Bitcoin node here, so I know what I talked about. And yeah, he's not into it, and he doesn't trust it. And at least he has some SPX, and from time to time I tell him, just buy recently, buy 5 euros, which is like $5, and that's okay. And once in a month, and he don't want it. I tried hard. I sent him X links with von videos and pictures and stuff, and thought, look at this, we are great people, but he's so and it's
It,
very
it,
hard.
in Australia as well, man. Same as Germany. Like a lot of people here are so skeptical about crypto that they've just been taught, old traditional finance stuff, and they just believe in it. And now it's just like all they believe in is traditional stocks, putting your bank in the money, saving, getting 3% per interest.
Yeah.
And this is the way of the Australian as well. So no, I
Exactly
definitely
the same.
understand. It's very hard to onboard someone to crypto, and then it's even harder to onboard someone to something they don't understand, like SPX. But that's why we just got to keep trying.
The problem with my brother is I onboarded him in November 24. And when you look there at the charts, everything was high, and one could think that now finally the bull run kicks in, and then something happened and is flushed. And since then my brother was into in red, and it was in fact the Miraculous, which I told him to buy. This was a time where he just pushed all of it, and not only then he switched to Giga and SPX, and now he's full concentrating on SPX. So I think the other tokens are a little bit annoyed about him. I can imagine that, because they got pushed and then they leave alone. We have some very great Aeons pushing these projects too. I think that ticker Bitcoin could do very well. I think when things run, the normies will look into it, because it's just funny to have Bitcoin, but it's the Sonic Shiba Inu Obama one. It's so weird, and I like it. I like Apu. I like Giga. They are very special. They have all their thing.
Hey, don't forget about crypto. It looks good here. It always looks good here.
Yeah, this it, so, of course. This stuff which came after. I don't know why, where they came from. Um, Me personally, I'm sometimes thinking, so we don't hate on others. So we are praying all for your success. But sometimes I think, why don't we just join forces and push this one certain thing into up, really up? So we have great projects. I love year 2K. I can really resonate with it. But I sometimes think, when we just had one token and push this up to all the money in it, then we had decoupled um, month ago.
Yeah, and
What I'll,
honestly, please go ahead.
what I'll say about the other communities on the list, on Murad's list, is some of them now I've noticed are salty. Some are definitely not. Like, I would say coins like Giga definitely just embrace the Cognosphere, at least on my timeline. So, they're almost like Handshake with SPX, but there definitely are coins on that list where the communities have like got their nose out of joint. And rather than just doing more bag working, they've kind of just gone to, oh, well, I hate Murad. Well, you need to rock up and work for your bags. Simple as that, just like we do. And yeah, it's got nothing to do with Murad. If anything, any coin ever made, if they got a person of Murad status there backing them, they would be blessed. They would be thanking them. Even if they got one shill, this guy has gone and put 10 coins on a list. It's crazy, and some people still complain about it. Again, I would say Giga definitely does not. They still embrace it, but I'm sure there are communities there who still enjoy Murad and having been on the list. But there are definitely some which just cry every day, and yeah, we just don't need that.
Yeah, regarding Murad's list, I think how it came about is if you're a rational risk allocator and you believe in the meme thesis and you're early like Murad was, you don't just all in into like one token. Like I'm not about to go like shove 40K into hell yeah and just like ride that shit. Like you don't do that because you have to you have to test the waters and you have to figure out which groups of holders are actually going to hold their bags and actually going to play out the meme thesis the way that we know it can play out. So when you have digitally scarce assets, like Bitcoin proved in 2013 that if people really believe in something and they all coalesce into one good community and they're diamond handed, you can send a digitally scarce asset to infinity theoretically because there's no limit to how price can go, how high price can go, but it depends on all of the holders actually committing to it and being able to hold. And that's a very like decentralized organic thing that kind of has to just play out over time. So like I'm no different than Murad. Like I said earlier, I'm 69% allocated in my meme port to SPX because I believe it's the highest probability of success of anything that I've come across. I can see that the holders in SPX are, you know, low time preference, low dopamine type of holders who aren't just going to YOLO into the next thing. And that's why I trust to keep most of the wealth that I have in memes allocated there because like if I put in anywhere else, I don't know if I'm gonna have it when I wake up. Or if it's not like tomorrow morning, let's say like 6 months from now, I don't know that it's gonna be there. But in SPX, I have a higher probability of it being there, and that's why I keep so much of my meme port there. Murad was doing the same thing early on. Like he built his list and he was testing the waters, and he saw the same thing that I'm seeing now that SPX was the winner, and that's why he gradually allocated more of his wealth to SPX than anything else, and eventually he became a full blown SPX maxi and spent all his time supporting it. And he's doing that for a very specific reason because when you're holding like 50 million of the token, he's not an ordinary holder, right? We can say that all Aeons are equal, but that's a bullshit lie. Like all Aeons are not equal. Murad is heads and shoulders above the rest because he has put his $50 million there, that he's holding more of the supply than basically anyone else. And he's like the white whale. He's the leader of the community. He's setting the tone for everyone else. And look, if Murad were to start dumping his bag, like, everyone would panic, and SPX wouldn't be doing so well. But he's proven over time that he's not going to do that through the volatility that he's embraced and that he's endured. So I don't see that as a high probability. But like, that's what the institutional money that's going to come in, that's going to pump the liquidity into SPX. It's going to send it over $100, because it's not retail that's going to put in another $100 billion into SPX. Okay, like, that's not going to be retail money. That's not going to be your brothers in Germany. Like, that's not going to be like my neighbor down the street who has $1,000 he wants to throw in. Like, that's going to be like Wall Street money that's going to send the valuation over 100 and over 1,000 eventually. They're gonna look at someone like Murad and they're gonna say, like, what the fuck does this guy know that nobody else knows? Why is he holding $50 million? Why is he going through $40 million drawdowns and enduring this kind of volatility?
Yeah, that's the thing. Why did he spend the last 2 years putting his whole rep on the line? That's the big one for me. Literally every single day. There was a time when I think in 2025 SPX hit like 27 cents, and he was still telling you to DCA all the way till it hit the $2 or something. I fully agree with Maxi here. I think you you obviously have the whole notion of like every Aeon is necessary. We all help each other, but to a certain extent, you have to respect the balls on Morad. He could have easily left a while ago, and it is notable that any amount that he would sell of GigaChat or SPX or whatever would cause panic selling 100%. I do agree with that.
But I also think that there will be a not so small amount of Aeons which will say, shit, it doesn't matter. We have still the same goal, and they will just keep DCA. And just like, okay, now I get more teeny tiny coins for my fiat. So it doesn't matter if it takes years or centuries. This kind of thinking, and I think.
Well, wait. Hold on a second. It matters, right? Because if it takes centuries, I'm not going to be. Theoretically, I'm going to be dead in a century. Like, I don't know how AI will play out. Maybe I'll pull up Brian Johnson and I'll live forever. But if I don't pull up Brian Johnson, like, the Lindy effect of the meme actually matters. So the Lindy effect is something that says if the meme has existed for 2.5 years, then it's probably going to exist for another 2.5 years. If it's existed for 2.5 days, then it's only going to exist for another 2.5 days. And you only extend that Lindy effect out by keeping the thing alive for longer, which does require persistence from the community and the Aeons. But if SPX were to drop down to like a $10 million market cap because Murat decided to sell, and I'm not saying that he's going to, I wouldn't be 69% SPX if I thought Murat was going to sell. But what I'm saying is, it requires a certain confluence of people, of like-minded people, a certain confluence of capital, and it requires external liquidity to continue to flow in. And that's why understanding Bitcoin is so important. That's why understanding equities and bonds is so important, because the capital is not coming for the capital to put SPX up 100 billion in market cap is not coming from retail. It's coming from Wall Street institutions, which only can invest that capital if they have a legal framework for doing so. And that's why this bill in the US Congress is so damn important. And it has to pass.
Would you say that they, whoever they are, pushed silver and gold to do a certain bull run and then take the money out and push it into crypto? Yeah. Okay.
I think that's exactly what's going to happen. But they need the plumbing for their capital to flow from gold and silver into crypto to be intact. And right now, those pipes, the pipe for that liquidity to go from the precious metals into the crypto market, is not working. And it's by design, in my opinion. I think they're trying to generate a short squeeze because you have digitally scarce assets with finite supply. And if you get a bunch of money short on those trades, and then you suddenly put the plumbing in place and you flood the system with liquidity, like you're generating the perfect storm to send everything parabolically higher, and the shorts are just going to be gasoline on the fire. And you
And
want that if you're trying to engineer an insane pump, that's what you want.
wouldn't you expect when gold and silver is dumping, that crypto is dumping too, or would you expect that they instantly send the money into crypto?
What I expect everything to go higher. I expect stocks to continue to go higher. I expect if gold doesn't go higher, I expect it to at least hold some of the levels that it's already attained. So I don't expect gold to go back to like $1,000 an ounce or $2,000 an ounce. It might come in a little bit as crypto runs, but then it's going to run again. And the entire system needs to be flooded with liquidity for the risk assets that we're investing in to have their day, because we're at the very tippy tip end of the high end of the risk curve. So crypto is only going to run if everything else is running, and if they're just pumping insane amounts of liquidity into the system. But the thing is, they kind of have to do that because the US is holding $38 trillion of debt right now. It can't afford to pay its bills. It has to get interest rates on its bonds down. And the only way you get those interest rates down so that you can afford to continue to pay your bills is you buy up a shitload of those bonds. And the best place to put those bonds are in the treasuries of stablecoin issuers. And that's why they passed the Genius Act over the summer last year, so that these banks could become stablecoin issuers and they can issue a bunch of liquidity into crypto and back it with US treasuries. So they can play the dopamine degen pump SPX to hundreds of billions of dollars game with us while they earn return on their bond holdings at the same time. I mean, these guys are going to get incredibly rich off of crypto. This is not like this is not like retail just, coming in and like making a bunch of money and like you know saying like fuck the man, like we're taking the system down. Like the system needs crypto more than crypto needs the system. That's that's like it's not a retail
I
phenomenon.
I fully agree, and more than that, I think the reason 2025 played out was very purposeful. I think one thing Crypto Maxi highlighted, which I really want to say as well, you have no idea how much some of these motherfuckers are gonna make money wise. Beyond your wildest dreams. They've been loading up like crazy because again, first off, you have to think back in 2020 when Biden was president, a lot of the stuff, a lot of the regulation was not pro crypto. Meaning, if you're a heavy investor, if you're Wall Street, or if you're just someone with $1 billion to your name, why the fuck would you invest it in the riskiest asset that still isn't that friendly with the law? But if that changes, all of a sudden, you have the highest return of investment possible in an asset that is not only primed to explode, but an asset that has everyone's eyes on the whole, oh, this is the future. It's the same with AI. To a certain extent, the whole notion of the AI bubble is a little bit ridiculous when people are obsessed with making new VCs about AI, with making AI every which way possible. And with crypto, I talked to a Bitcoin schizophrenic at my family's Christmas party. That motherfucker's never gonna stop buying Bitcoin. They're nuts. They're crazy because they truly think it is the next step in the financial system. And if you have a chance to load up on it because you're fucking rich, what do the entire year? You create panic. You access the volatility and you treat it as a gift. The president's turning tariffs on and off. Speaking of which, by the way, bold prediction, because I know Poly Market is betting against me. I think the Supreme Court rules 5-4 in favor of Trump. I think they rule 5-4 in favor of the tariffs, and I think after that, all hell breaks loose. Not like in an instant, but in a way where things are going to get hectic every single day on this app. Look, I'm going to close down the space because it's been like an hour 20, but I really want to highlight what Maxi said here. If he makes a show, motherfucker, everybody should be listening to this guy. Because the truth is, even though a lot of what he says I can agree on and I can understand it, a lot of people can't speak on the nuance of how the charts work, who the investors are, that sort of stuff. I think that stuff is it's so valuable, it's not even funny. And look, whether you believe Murad or any of the other aeons are essential, there is one thing that's true. We're gonna keep on persisting. We're gonna keep on DCAing. Look, I probably won't do another Friday space. Seems to be a slow day. We had a little bit of a hectic start. Hodish can be a testament to that. Poor
hectic.
Fat Cat. Yeah, I hope Fat Cat's doing well. You know, it's controlled by the mind virus apparently.
I feel like
That
he's going to
Gary
be
and all that.
back. He'll be back like Bitcoin's Obama.
I really hope he is, dude.
Hmm.
Bitcoin Obama every other week adds me to a new group. I love that man so much. Christ Almighty! Look, guys, have a happy rest of your Friday. Hodish has more spaces coming soon. I don't think we'll do more Friday ones. Clearly a slow day, but either way, it's recorded. So if anyone wants to come and check it out, they got the tools too, and I hope some of them do because really, I think Maxie killed it with that speech, and I agree. Next week is important. The more regulations they pass on crypto, the more they showcase, even without having to check the specific regulations, the fact that they're interested in advancing it as a genuine currency. Because the truth is, it doesn't matter how many schizophrenics we get to buy any coin at all. It's not enough. We need the big players in here. And that's what we're banking on. We're banking on one motherfucker from some VC running into Muron and saying, what's this guy talking about? Watching it pump and saying, you need to see this. Because the day that GameStop went crazy was when actual people with money noticed. You always need them, whether they're your friends or not your friends. They got the big bucks. It is
For
what it
sure.
is. Game is game. All right, we're gonna close it down for now, but we'll be back very soon. Hodish has the spaces on his page. Please, if you are interested, I've got a new article out. It's on nostalgia. I'll put it on the jumbotron. If anyone wants to read it or at least give it a nice little favorite or a retweet, I'd appreciate that. And yeah, in terms of that, that's all I got for today. I'm sharing it right now on the top of the space. But that being said, hope you all have a wonderful Friday. The spaces are recorded, so hopefully more listeners will be popping in. That being said, stay safe, and I'll see y'all soon.
Enjoy your weekend. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.